For my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show.
I am not me. I am art. And I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. My goodness, my lord, my jeepers be deepers. It is currently noon plus 8 minutes on the 22nd of August, 2021. There's the date as proof. I mean, I just wrote it, just typed it in, but that I looked it up beforehand. Yeah? You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. I thank you for being here. I thank you for being you. Yeah? If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically. Of course I would. You know that I would. With a hug. With a kiss. Mwah. Or with a hand placed on your chest. Feeling your heartbeat. Being together. As one. It's a greeting that works much better with lads, I will say, than ladies. Because you eliminate the booby conundrum. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you, and you can raise a glass to me as well if you like. We like to start this show with a toast. You know that we do. Because it brings everybody together as one. We're all engaging in a very simple communal act, so that wherever we are in the world, we're just, we're feeling that togetherness, that community, So here goes, here we go. To ice cream vans, The combination of music and taste is a powerful one. I hear the music, I get excited, yeah? You treat us like Pavlov treated dogs, and I love you for it. To ice cream vans, Oh, double dip. Oh, my Lord, double dip. How are we doing? How are we doing? Hello, weaklings. Who have we got? TB Douglas. Hello, weaklings. Killer Kilch. Hi, weaklings. Baby fed and asleep, ready to get creative. That is somebody who has their priorities handled. Oh, but what if the baby needs... Do it beforehand. Do it beforehand. Set aside an hour a week. That's all I'm asking. An hour a week. An hour most weeks. Lordy Lord, an hour most weeks. To feel creatively enriched. That's all we need. That's all we need. And I appreciate you being here, Killer. Thank you. And George, hello and cheers. How you doing, pal? How you doing? Pleased to have you. Oh, who's been on holiday, guys? We're getting towards the end of August. Traditionally the big holiday month. Anyone been away? And if so, where did you go? What did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? I have not been away. Jesus, cameraman George, and I have been holed up in the flat. Trying to stay cool. We've been utilising the air conditioning a lot, which is apparently not great for the environment because it does use a huge amount of energy, but honestly, it's not really been an option for the last couple of months. Yeah. It's been big situations here. Big heat situation. We're dealing with a big heat situation. Hashtag big heat situation. It's very muggy in New York, very close, very humid. It's the kind of weather that puts you in an infinite loop. Of showering. You work up a sweat, you need to shower. You have a shower, you get out of the shower, and then in expending the energy needed to dry yourself off with a towel, you work up a sweat again. Etc., etc., etc. It's a time loop. Like in Groundhog Day, yeah? It's a mystical, eternal, terribly frustrating loop. And so we exit the loop via the medium of AC, where Bill Murray had to learn to be a better person in Groundhog Day. Our becoming a better person is air conditioning, yeah? That's how we work it. Like I say, it does damage the environment, sure, which I hate. I'll point that out straight away. Because I'm a big fan of grass, guys. Big fan of grass and flowers and lakes. Mountains, love them. Can't get enough of them. Beaches, are you kidding me? Pebble, personally, more than sand, but either of them I will take. And all of those very key parts of the environment. But what I've been doing is I've been making the very bold and generous and philanthropic pledge, if I may, that for every $1 I spend on energy this summer, I'm going to donate that same amount to an environmental charity. And I have to say, I have donated a lot. Or rather, I will do. At least, obviously, I'm dealing with a huge amount of medical debt right now, so I'm saving everything I can, and I'm not spending on frivolities like the environment. So the solution to this problem is that I am now accumulating IOUs at each bill that I will honour, probably once I am free of the aforementioned medical debt, once I am in gainful employment. And let me tell you, these IOUs and the gesture and the man that they represent, I suppose, really inspiring. Really inspiring, yeah? It's going to be an expensive day when I finally have to pay that bill, though. I will say that. It's going to be an expensive day. How expensive? How expensive? Gosh, that's a great question. I'd have to say as expensive as... as expensive as... Ooh. As expensive as... Family simile. Family simile. What will the answer be? As expensive as what? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You get involved with the show, guys. You get involved with the show by thinking of a creative way to finish off this simile. As expensive as. This segment's about pushing forward the boundaries of language, guys. So really engage your imaginospheres. Think of something unique. As expensive as what? Is it as expensive as purchasing a thing from Whole Foods? Is it as expensive as building a rocket and going to space to escape poor people? Or is it as expensive as buying cheap toilet paper? Believe me, guys, in the long run, it can cost you a lot. A job, for instance, all kinds of things. Anyway, I'll move on. I don't want you to do your work for you, but really get creative here. And at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a winner. And if that's you, your name is going to go on the ticker below next show. It was Uncool Town last episode with as inspirational as seeing a duck swallowing an eel which was trying to attack it, which happened in London. It's a wonderful simile. Wonderful simile. So the eel attacks the duck says, no thank you, I'll eat you instead. A wonderful role reversal, lots of drama going on there, and it does fit in nicely with my anti-bullying stance. As a former... I'm going to get a little closer here because we're getting a bit serious. As a former victim of bullying, who is now a wildly successful artiste, I feel like it's my duty to say to all of the eels out there, all of the bullies, pack it in. Stop it. Just be cool. The ducks will always win. Anyway, write a simile, get it in the chat, and it could be you on the ticker next show. Let's go back to Maine. Let's go back to Maine. And let's get some, shall we? Get some, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's do a little copy and paste of this. Bosh, and then bosh, and then this, and then this. There we go. There we go. How we do? Killer Kilch says, vacation, what's that? The hospital was rubbish as a 2-day getaway. Yeah, hospitals aren't great. Hospitals aren't great. In their defense, I suppose we should point out, not built for that. More built for keeping you alive than providing a wonderful, relaxing experience. But could they put more effort into that, you know? I mean, how much of, you know, a couple of tiki torches, Hawaiian shirts, slightly more exotic music, perhaps. You know, just make it a bit more of a party atmosphere, guys. Come on. TB Douglas, no trips for me yet. Hopefully soon. Fingers crossed, TB. Fingers crossed. Killer Kilch, you will be the man you want to be. That's a lovely phrase. You will be the man you want to be. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. I hope we all become the men we want to be. Yeah? That goes for all of you out there. Ducks 1, Eels 0. That is a football match that I would enjoy watching. But where to play it? Underwater? Thus giving it a kind of a water polo vibe? I mean, I suppose it'd have to be because eels on the land are just kind of dead snakes, aren't they? Again, pop that in on a t-shirt perhaps, or in a fortune cookie. Eels on land are dead snakes. I feel like you could put that in, and then it's, you know, it's up to the person who is eating that cookie to really, you know, infer what they want from it. One man's opinion. One man's opinion. We do have something very exciting here today, guys. We do have something very exciting that's cropped up in the very, very recent past. So I have planned the show. I have, you know, did all the prep work for the show. And then yesterday, I got an emergency warning. I'm gonna read it off my phone because I did save it on the phone. I got an emergency warning. Here we go. National Weather Service, huh? A flash flood warning is in effect for this area. This is a dangerous and life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. So I see this. I get a little bit scared. I make some purchases of some survival equipment from Amazon. Hopefully that'll arrive before too long. But I thought, gosh, I hope this doesn't affect the show. The power could go out. The power company got in touch and said, hey, so there's this crazy storm coming. If your power goes out, just reply to this text, which is, I think, absolutely as dramatic as it needs to be. Just reply to a text. So what I thought I would do is I would set up a B camera. I would set up a B camera so that we could, in real time, and this is live, guys, monitor the tropical storm that is heading this way, or is arriving, depending on where, what time it is. Okay? So can we go straight over to Stormwatch right now? Look at this. Look at this. Is it even raining? It's difficult to tell. That is not a photo. That is a live feed of the tropical storm that is raging just outside the window here. It does look fine. It does look fine, but it could be one of those things where it's like one of those people who seems fine, and then they jump on a bus and they start just shouting at everybody, And you thought, they just seemed fine. They're just there. There's a car. Okay, so it's definitely not it's a live feed, guys. We'll pop back to that storm as it happens. This is live, guys. This is exciting live stuff. Let's have some poetry to calm down.
You wrote down some words, and I'll never forget them. I love them all, even if I don't get them.
Acolyte Poetry Corner indeed, guys. Acolyte Poetry Corner indeed, guys. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo. Let's get a little bit of music going on here. Why is it not playing the music? Why is it not playing the music? Oh, don't say it's going to do the thing. My God. This is so... And I restarted the computer. I sorted everything out. And it's still just trying to mess me up. That's tough. That's a real, because I'm gonna let you in on this, guys. I'm gonna let you in on this. Because I need to update the family simile. Absolutely. This morning, I was as prepared for this show as I have been in some time. I was able to get up at a decent time. I was able to have breakfast. All very leisurely. I turned the computer all off, which is something that I've learned I need to do, and started it all back up again so that it could all be, working well. And now even with that, and I tested it before we went live. Let's go back to that, and then let's because we just need to update the thing. Is that going to have done anything? No. So that's going to affect the art bet later on as well. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just soldier on. Although I am disappointed. There's a because this makes me not want to try, guys. When you try really hard and you get really, still doesn't work out. You just think, well, what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here? Why are we even trying? Sorry about this. Welcome to Acolyte Poetry Corner, the hippest poetry club on Twitch. We have had some poems submitted for this week that can be described only as skibidi-bop-bop-boo. They're all haiku-acrostics. It's a new form of poetry created by our very own weakling M. Acton. So we're going to start by clicking the fingers for M. Acton to say thank you for creating this brand new art form that we're all going to be enjoying. Wait. No, yeah. It's a brand new art form, guys. And we need to celebrate as well. We need to celebrate. It's a little quiet. Low mic volume. Okay, that's fine. We'll just crank that up a little bit. Is that a little bit better? Super Nashwan, thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. Is that any better? Much better. Okay. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So this is a very exciting week, guys. Normally, we have 3 poets. Very occasionally, we've had 2. Those have been dark weeks. Sometimes we have 4. Sometimes we have 5. Can I let you in on a little secret? A reason to be excited, even with all the technical difficulties that are absolutely not my fault? We've got 9 poets here today. 9 poets. My goodness. My gracious. So all of these are haiku-acrostic poems, okay? They could be about whatever you wanted. They had to abide by the rules of haikus, which means 3 lines. First line 5 syllables, second line 7 syllables, third line 5 syllables, and acrostics. So the first letter of each line creates a word. All of these adhere to it lovelily. So let's get to it. We're going to start off SJBEC72. Better late than never, says SJBEC72. Absolutely. You're in time for your poem. Here we go. Let's all enjoy the work of SJBEC72. Here we go. Attack the canvas. Raw umber, then crimson red. The picture takes shape. So that is obviously a poem. Attack the canvas, raw umber, the picture. A-R-T, it's art. We're kicking off with art, guys. What else could we kick off with? Bleeding purple hearts there from Killer Kilch. What a wonderful expression. And here's the thing, guys. When you're showing your expression, for your appreciation for somebody's poetry via on Acolyte Poetry Corner, don't feel constrained. Your emote work should represent you personally and be creative with it. If you want to express how good you thought that poem was by saying a picture of a Christmas tree, absolutely do it. Yeah? Picture of a dog? Sure. Picture of a raindrop? I don't mind. A bleeding purple heart? Absolutely fine. Because I can interpret it. I'm a creative dude. Yeah? Real creative. That was wonderful, SJBEC72. You could really see that picture coming together there. Some kind of painting. Or just go with that as art. That works as well. Lovely purple hearts up here from Uncle Town. Thank you. You really see that picture taking the shape. Attack the canvas. Yeah. The canvas isn't going to come to you. You've got to go to that canvas. You've got to smash that canvas into submission with some top quality art. And from the raw umber, lovely brown, crimson red. Oh, a lovely bit of red. I think it's a picture of someone having steak with ketchup. That's me. That's what I've taken from it. I wonder if you had a particular picture in mind, SJBEC72. Feel free to share that in the chat. But thank you so much for sharing your words with us. Poet number 2. Uncool Town. My goodness. Let's see what Uncool Town has to say. So dazzlingly quick. On top of his game, he shines. Never fails to score. Absolutely adhering to the syllabic requirements there, Uncool Town. But S-O-N, son? What does that mean? Uncle Town gives us a little bit of extra context here. He is a Spurs player, which is a football team, association football team, Tottenham Hotspur, aka Spurs. Spurs player called Heung Min Son. Football, soccer player. Okay, so I'm going to read it again just very quickly, and I want you guys all to have in your head a picture of who this guy is. Yeah? Who is this guy? Get a picture in your head. So dazzlingly quick, on top of his game he shines, never fails to score. Pretty much like that, right? Pretty much like that. Yeah? There he is. Heung Min Son. Absolutely. I saw that. I saw this specifically, this player. Specifically, I saw this player. So well done you, Uncle Town. Lovely stuff. Who's next? Monkey Pixie Funk. Wow, Monkey Pixie Funk. Okay. And this is very exciting. Very exciting with Uncle Town, first-time poet. Monkey Pixie Funk, first-time poet. All these new people getting inspired. Getting inspired, guys. Let's do it. Perky Pod, green-hued. Eaten by Rowan, now, then. A lone veg enjoyed. P. An ode to the humble pea. When was the last time you read a poem about a pea, guys? That's what you get from Acolyte Poetry Corner. That's lovely stuff. Perky Pod, green-hued, eaten by Rowan. I don't know whether that's a person or a tree. Either way, loving it. What I like about this is very punk rock from Monkey Pixie Funk here. Very punk rock. In the world of haikus, the slash, very controversial. Now slash then. Is the slash an extra syllable? Or is it just now then? Eaten by Rowan, now then. So we're going to need it to be in order to fit into the 7. But is it very controversial? Monkey Pixie Funk, very much the Jimmy Dean. Very much the Johnny Rotten. The rule breaker, yeah? The enfant terrible of the haiku world. Shows a lot of rebelliance, and I like that. I'm here for it. Thank you, Monkey Pixie Funk. Who have we got next? Zach. What? What? A haiku from someone under the age of 1? Yeah. Yeah, firstborn weakling Zach. Let's see what Zach's got to say. And it's going to surprise you, I think. Cheeks roll... No, I messed that up. I'm going to start again. Cheeks glisten with grief. Rolling tears down saddest hills. Your light fades. Heart breaks. From like a 9-month-old? A 9-month-old? From a young baby? I mean, and I've interpreted this poem, Your Light Fades, Heart Breaks. It's about somebody dying. It's about the intense grief that Zach has felt at somebody dying, which is lovely in and of itself. But let's bear in mind, because of his age, Zach hasn't known a single person on this earth for more than about 8 or 9 months. And already they have got that, worm their way into his heart. Yeah? Worm their way into his heart. He feels that much for them. He's only known them about 8 months, because that's the maximum he could have known them. Very exciting work from Zach, from such a young chap. To mine those kinds of depths of emotion before the age of 1. Very, very impressive. Describing cheeks as sad hills. Oh. Oh. What's more impressive than a 9-month-old doing some poetry? How about a 1-month-old? Iris! Second-born weakling, the youngest weakling there is. Look at what I'm creating. Yeah, I know, Killer. I know. I'm providing the crucible in which people can just be their best creative selves. That excites me. Emma Acton, love peas, wonderful. These are some great comments. I need to go back. Let's see what some of these comments are. Football, yes, football, says Uncle Town. Association football. M. Acton, hope you're all well and creative. Of course, it's the only way we know how to be. Coys. I'm not sure what that means, but that's, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It is a person, says Uncle Town. That's lovely. Brilliant stuff, SJBX72. M. Acton, love peas. Don't we all? Don't we all? Emotional and powerful, says SJBX72. And then for Iris, 2.5 weeks, says Killer Kilch. Let's see the kind of art that I can prompt, that I can inspire from a 2.5-week-year-old. Yeah? Oh, Uncle Town means come on, you Spurs. Nice. Okay. Come on, you... Okay. Come on, you... please, play well, Spurs. It would be a synonymous phrase. M. Acton, you are nurturing the artists of tomorrow, not me. It's what I do. It's what I do. Let's see what Iris has got. Maybe she's the best. Or maybe I'm just the best. My guess is she's best. M-O-M. We're spelling out mom, which is American for mother. A lot of praise here, a lot of positivity in this poem, which I like. Iris hasn't yet plumbed the depths of emotion that Zach has. That's coming in the next few months, Iris, so look out for that. My guess would be that Iris has just learned the word best, wants to put that in everything. Absolutely fine. It's like when you get a new camera and you start taking pictures of everything, because it's like, yeah, I want to use this. This is my new thing. Wants to use it as much as possible. Absolutely her right. Yeah, just very, very exciting stuff. M-O-M. M-O-M. Brilliant work, Iris, says Monkey Pixie Funk. Well done, Iris, says Uncle Town. That works well, says SJ Beck72. Oh, that works well. Good. Lovely stuff. TB with some wonderful little mood board of purple things there. Jesus. Gosh, what a handsome chap he is. Killer Culture last night would have added a bit of depth, but yes, her world is basic. And that's the thing. This is a 2.5-week-old. This is how far she's developed. 5 weeks? Twice as good, one would assume. Wonderful stuff, Iris. Thank you very much for that. Where's my cursor? There it is. There it is. Where are we down to? Is Maple Panda another brand new poet? Another brand new poet. Very exciting. Very exciting here. M. Acton, happy tears for Iris's poem. Tears. Tears. If I can get you guys crying at every single episode of this, then, you know, I've done my job. Maple Panda. Let's see what Maple Panda's got. Cruising round our land. A mobile base for our trips. Ready to take us. Car. C-A-R. Car. And this is interesting. I like this about Maple Panda's poem, because for different people, a car is different things. What is a car to you? To some, it's somewhere to show off, or something that you can use to cruise for chicks. For Maple Panda, it's a base for exploration. Exploring our lands. Wonderful stuff. Fantastic stuff. And Maple Panda, first time poet, brings a second poem. Let's see what else Maple Panda's got. Here we go. A high up viewpoint, we marvel at our landscape. Epic land and sky. Woo! AWE, baby. Awe. Feeling awe about something. Feeling awestruck. And you get that. It tells the story, this one, in just 3 short lines. A high up viewpoint, we marvel at our landscape. Epic land and sky. We're heading up the stairs. We're looking out. Wow. Look at this view from this very tall building. Or this tower. Or this castle. Or this multi-story car park. Look at the sky. Look at the land. Awesome. Literally awesome. Killer Kilch. Iris liked that one. So you've got a useful appeal. Maple Panda, pretty basic, huh? No. Just with a useful appeal. It's being made for the youngsters. Lovely stuff, says Super Nash 18. That's a great comment, Super Nash 1. Thank you. Lovely stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Surely we must be done now. No, we're not. T.B. Douglas stepping up saying, excuse me, can I do another 2 poems? Yeah, you can, TB. Humid, muggy, close. Oven-like temperatures surge. Torrid, balmy, hot. Now, what I like about this, again, much like Monkey Pixie Funk, little bit controversial, using the word of the acrostic hot within the poem. But as somebody who struggles mightily with the heat, Sweatbud for life, sound out all the other sweatbuds in the chat here. As somebody who struggles mightily with the heat, I have to say that there are times, this week just gone 3 times in fact, where I've been so frustrated with the heat that I have just had to audibly exclaim, hot! So I'm absolutely with you, TB, on this one. Absolutely with you. What's that? You've got another one? Let's dive in. You speak it with zest, enthusiastically, so you can smile more. YES spells yes. Lovely positivity here. Lovely positivity from TB there. Absolutely. Positively abounds. You smile when you say yes, and under the right circumstances, the person you're saying yes to might be smiling as well. So just spread it about. And again, TB playing with the form here. Playing with the form. Enthusiastically. TB really pushing for that correct received pronunciation. Enthusiastically. Yes, there's a little bit of, ooh, what are we doing here? Somebody speaking not quite as properly as I might not hit those 7 syllables. So TB's making it a bit exclusive, yeah? A bit exclusive, I like it. So we're done now, yeah? We're done? Oh! Oh! Evocative, says Maple Panda. Great TB. Could be meat sweats. I do like a lot of meat. Monkey Pixie Funk, I will get on board with you. Whoa, really like that one. Monkey Pixie Funk really likes that one, TB. So well done. Are you Yoko Ono? Reminds me of her late 60s art. Wonderful stuff. She was so creative, she broke up the greatest band in history. So a comparison to her, that is fine praise, TB. You should be very pleased with that one. Very pleased. Notme Fact 26. Notme will always try to make use of the central cylinder of a toilet roll in some way for fear of being wasteful. Absolutely. Absolutely. I stand by that. Art or throwing or, whatever. Egg once you have slayed. Not many live to tell the tale. Dragon rules the end. Bit confusing this one. From Gamer. It's lovely. It's evocative. You get a real sense of drama, real sense of conclusion. END, end. What's that about? Gamer gives us a little bit of context here. That one was about Minecraft. Minecraft, the video game. It's a video game that I have not played. And so it gives it that exclusivity. Insider knowledge makes it exclusive. Uncle Town. It is from a video game called Minecraft. Fantastic. Thank you, Uncle Town. Glad that we've got you on board. Love it. Really, really pleased with that, Gamer Hole. Well, you've got another one. Yeah, Gamer Hole's got another one. Okay. See the waves rush in. Eat an ice cream happily and watch the waves go. SEA, it's C. It's the C. And what this avoids the TB controversy of using hot within the hot of the hot by using a different spelling as C. SEA, SEE. SEA, SEE. SEA, SEE. Yeah? SEA, SEE. Just giving you that great sense of you can almost taste the salt spray coming off the sea, can't you there? Lovely, gamer. Sorry, what's that? What's that, gamer? You've got a third one? Spoiling us. Here we go. Clover munched with joy. One of many in the field. White with black spots. Moo. Lovely stuff. And this one was a lot more straightforward. COW. But Gamer does clarify in the email that one was about cows. Okay, so I worked it out, but you shouldn't assume that. You shouldn't assume that. Poetry is a difficult thing for some people. I'm obviously very clever with poetry. I kind of saw through it and I was like, that's probably about cows. That's probably about cows. But other people might not have got that. So thank you for that clarification, Gamer. 3 poems. 3 poems. Outstanding. But of course, we had to finish, guys. We had to finish. With the progenitor, the inventor, the creator of this art form, M. Acton. Let's see what M's got. Awakening the mind. Rules are meant to be broken. Time for creation. ART, baby. We started with art. We're finishing with art. ART. It's time for creation. It's time for creation. Wonderful stuff. People loving Gamer Hole's work. Vanilla or lemon sorbet, best flavor, says Gamer Hole. That's, we can discuss that at another time. Amazing work, everybody, says Killer Kilch. Epic contributions. That is art. That was art. It's time for creation. Absolutely outstanding work from each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your words, for taking the time. It seems like Hycrostics, a real big success. As TB mentioned before, this art form has really taken off. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it just really made me happy to see all of these poems coming in this week. That's how I want it to be, guys. That's how I want it to be. Everybody getting involved. Everybody getting creative. Everybody feeling it. Wonderful stuff. Absolutely outstanding. Thank you very much. Woo! My word. Let's check out how the storm's going, guys. Okay. Well, there's someone walking along there in the red trousers. Doesn't even appear to be holding an umbrella. So either the storm isn't quite as severe as somebody on a bike, isn't quite as severe as they claimed it would be, or they're just very brave people. Could just be very brave people. I don't know. It's not life-threatening at this stage, I would guess. So for those of you who've joined in late, welcome, thank you, hello. Family Simile is as expensive as. Make sure you get your contributions in the chat. Get them in the chat. Cameraman George, I walked Jesus at 6 a.m. this morning for no real reason. Well, it allowed me to wake up peacefully. So there's your reason. There's your reason. Super Nashwan 8, Red Trousers is a maverick. Red Trousers is absolutely a maverick. Red Trousers will not play ball, will not abide by society's rules. So hey, you think red trousers aren't appropriate for a day like today? I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them. Yeah, I'm wearing a jacket with no t-shirt underneath. Sue me! Sue me! Says Red Trousers. Absolute maverick. Absolute maverick. Oh, what have we got next? We've got a... Oh, lovely. Want the best? Now here's the score. I'll give you that in groups of 4. That's not enough. You want some more? Here's Natured Warrior Crazy Horse. Rushmore. Did you guys hear that music? I'm not hearing this music. I hope you guys are hearing the music. Let me know if you're hearing the music or not. But it is Rushmore. It's time for another Rushmore. You heard it. Okay, that's good. That's good. The internet loves ranking things, guys, like the top 10 most attractive mythical beasts, and I love to follow a trend, but also, I don't like playing favourites. The solution? Rushmore. Bang, right here. Top 4, no order, yeah? But you can get involved as well. Close to the Mount Rushmore is a big monument to Crazy Horse. You saw him at the end there. And that's where you guys come in. As I go through my top 4, as I go through my Rushmore, I want you to be thinking about your own entry. And by the end, by the time I've revealed all 4 of them, if I haven't included it, you're the one that you thought of in my list, you get it in the chat and maybe your thought will be chosen as the Crazy Horse, yeah? That's how this works. That's how this works. This installment, we're taking inspiration from the weather in New York. Not this weather, not Stormwatch. Let's just double check. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not Stormwatch, but about the weather that it normally is and that it's going back to on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Hot and gross and sweaty and gross, actually. As I mentioned at the top of the show, I am lucky enough to have 2 air conditioning units because I need one and cameraman George apparently needs one as well, even though he was born and raised in Mexico and Mexico's super hot. Whatever. I'm over it. I'm not even... So for those of you who aren't lucky enough to be blessed by the god of conditioned air, here is the Rushmore of ways to keep cool at home when you don't have air conditioning. Yeah? I'm reaching out to you guys. You're welcome. And remember, keep your ideas in your head for this list. Think of something. How do you keep it cool at home when you don't have air conditioning? How do you do it? And if I don't get to yours in my 4, get it in the chat. You could be the Crazy Horse. Okay. So here's our list. Here's our Rushmore monument. Here's our Rushmore monument. Keeping cool at home without air conditioning. What have we got first? Head in freezer. I've got a question to ask you guys. How do we stay full? Do we constantly graze? Eating tiny bits of food? Like a... Oh, that's out of order. That's not in the right order. This isn't in the right order. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I see. Oh, you're doing it like that, are you? Are you diabolical? Do we eat tiny bits of food like a strawberry? No. No. We have big hits of food, yeah? Sometimes called meals. Sometimes called meals. In order to stave off hunger. And so why not do the same with staying cool? Most of the day, sure, you're feeling hot, you're feeling sweaty, you're feeling unpleasant. But every so often, why not indulge in the coldest place in your house? The freezer. Just open the door, shove your face in, bang. Cold envelops you and you're bombarded with that weird smoke that comes from ice that I don't really understand. It feels wonderful, and whilst you're in there, it's also a good time to take stock of your frozen goods to make sure that you're not letting things live in the back of there for years. It's double useful, yeah? 30 seconds, once an hour, you're golden. Or you're slightly blue. There we go. Keep your head in the freezer. Number 1. Number 2, wet towel on neck. So this is a new one. This is one that I've only just discovered. I was complaining to cameraman George recently about having to leave the house to go job hunting and how hot and sweaty it made me. So George researched online and bought these towels. You wet them, you pop them in the fridge or freezer, then you take them out as you leave the house and wrap them around your neck. And when I say that these towels have changed the game, I mean that the game is now changed because of these towels. My levels of sweat, my levels of frustration, my levels of anger, all dropped significantly since I started down this wet towel route. Does it soak my t-shirts? Absolutely. But I would much rather be soaked with ice cold water than rage sweat, huh? I mean, who knew that the neck was the key to the whole body heat conundrum? Who knew that? Not me. Not me. Just goes to show, I suppose, that God has a pretty nifty sense of humour. Thanks, God. And if anybody from the company that makes these, called Sukeen, is watching, please employ me as a spokesperson. My adverts would be creative and enthusiastic. As an example there. A little bit more crazy. Is that one, perhaps? Something a bit more kind of abstract, a bit more avant-garde. Yeah, I could do that. When I'm actually wearing one, yeah, I could do that as well. I can do it all. Okay, so just pop into my DMs afterwards. Okay. Wet towel on neck. What have we got next? What have we got next? Ice lolly. There we go. What could be more logical, guys? What could be more logical than trying to alter your temperature from the inside out? Yeah. If you cool down your heart and your lungs and your bowel and your liver and let that icy coolness seep outwards like the radiation wave after an atomic blast, surely that's going to work a treat. Absolutely it is. And the best and most delicious way to drop the temperature of your insides is with an ice lolly. Now, I will say, there are many ice cream bars and ice cream sandwiches and feasts and magnums and Soleros out there, and they're all delicious, even the almond ones. But if you want the best results, guys, you're going to have to sacrifice a modicum of the taste for the pure, unbridled coldness of a freeze pop. Yeah? This is where it's at. This is it's a cylinder of frozen fructose water. That's it. It's nice and simple. It gets the job done. They're cheap as chips, or probably even slightly cheaper than chips. Now I come to think of it, depending on how many chips you buy. At a push, they can be replaced with a slush puppy or snow cone, but then the ice does come pre-crushed and is therefore not going to have quite the same impact internally. You get what you pay for, is what I'm saying. Ice lolly. And number four, in the Rushmore of keeping cool at home without air conditioning, lying on tiles. So if your idea is not is none of these four, then I want you to get it in the chat. Here's your time to get it in the chat, okay? One of these four. This is the Rushmore. If you want to be the crazy horse, get it in the chat. Or we go through here. When all else fails, guys, one must simply lie down. Yeah? Not only will you be motionless and therefore burning 0 calories, working up no warmth, but you can also draw in coldness from the floor. If you are clever. Carpet or rug? Lie on a carpet or rug? No way. Hardwood or imitation hardwood flooring? Yeah, it's fine, but it's not great. Ceramic tiles? Yeah, baby. Let the ever-present coldness, the dreaded enemy of your wintertime midnight toilet visits, become your ally in your fight against overheating. The more body surface area you can get in contact with the floor, the better, so feel free to get as naked as propriety or your conscience allows. This is actually a suggestion that was made to me when I was compiling this list by my son, Jesus, who often takes advantage of the bathroom floor tiles to cool off after a hot walk. But for me, a human-sized person, my bathroom just too small to fully extend. But luckily we have the same tiles that we do in the, we have tiles in the bathroom, but you also have tiles outside of our flat in the hall, the bottom of the stairs that leads down to the basement. So occasionally, even with the air conditioning, sometimes I do still go down there. Okay, so that is my Rushmore. That is my Rushmore. Head in a freezer. Wet towel on neck. Ice lolly. Lying on tiles. But what's the crazy horse going to be? Get your answers in the chat. We can work it out. Let's see what anybody's got. Let's see what anybody's got. Here we go. Here we go. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Oh, lots. A lot of people getting excited about this. That's lovely. That's lovely. Maple Panda, you should work for the New York Tourism Board. Gross and sweaty. Yeah, some people don't find it as gross and sweaty as I do. I should work for the New York Tourism Board because my adverts for New York would be exciting, creative, passionate, and pretty cheap to make. So I think I should. But yeah, gross and sweaty, I would work on the wording. I would work on the messaging. Let's say that. I would work on the messaging. I need these towels. Definitely not Tudor. Hello to you, definitely not Tudor. Lovely to see you today. I need those towels. Yeah, they are, I will say, absolutely phenomenal. Wet them around the neck. My gosh, it really drops the temp. Really drops the temp. Sounds more like you live in Kuala Lumpur. Are you sure you haven't moved to the wrong city? I am sure that I haven't moved to Kuala Lumpur. I am not sure that I have not moved to the wrong city. I mean, the creativity of New York, absolutely fantastic. But the heat of New York, not so great. Not so great for me, I will say. But, you know, sacrifice is needed in order to make things really good. Killer Kilch, this is very educational. Agreed. TB Douglas, use a fan with cold water ice in front of it to spread cold air around the room. That's interesting. I've not heard of that one, TB. That's interesting. So just some ice and then a fan. It makes sense. I like that. Killer Kilch, put your pet in the freezer, then hug it. I like the logic of that, but I would worry about how cold the pet would get. So it's good, but I think it could be dangerous. I think only do it with pets that you're not too fond of. Pets that are expendable pets. Maple Panda, Rushmore, paddling pool. That's good. Bringing one indoors is a risky move. Or if you have a garden, perhaps, if you're lucky enough to have some outdoor space, paddling pool there, sitting there, have a nice cold drink, feet in the paddling pool, or just sitting in the paddling pool, absolutely. Uncle Town going Route 1. Real Route 1 long ball football here. Chuck a bottle of water over yourself. It's simple, but it works. I like it. Super Nash 18, again, a bowl of ice cubes in front of the fan. Yeah, that's nice. Monkey Pixie Funk's gone with a long one. Okay. Could try cryogenically freezing yourself. Paris Hilton has said publicly that she wants to leave a mark on the world and believes that cryonics offers her the chance to do that. She has also signed 2 of her dogs up for the service, her Chihuahua Tinkerbell and her Yorkshire Terrier Cinderella. There's a lot of information there, Monkey Pixie Funk. Thank you for being so exhaustive. Thank you for being so exhaustive there. Oh, I had a special picture for the thing. We need a special picture. That's Crazy Horse. Was going to be the Crazy Horse. Okay. Cryonics could work. I worry that you would need to be dead for that to happen, or at least you wouldn't feel the benefit of it. You know, it's like if somebody, like if you fall asleep at the cinema, like you've seen the film, but have you seen it? Have you got the benefit of it? You've been there when the film is on, but you haven't really felt the benefit. And I worry that cryonics would be like, you know, oh, I'm in the cinema, I am asleep. It's like sleeping at the cinema, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. But it's a great suggestion. Great minds, absolutely. So what's going to be the Crazy Horse? Oh, definitely not do that. Putting an ice pack on top of your head, going right to the top. Dealing with the thinnest part of the skull, just hoping as hot air rises, cool air just descends. So I've gone inside out. Definitely not users going top down. I think I'm going to definitely not do that. Maybe strapping maybe using a headband of sorts, or maybe with the frozen towel to get an ice pack on top of the head. That's the Crazy Horse. Judgment done. Thank you everybody for getting involved with that, though. That was lots of fun. My gosh. Lovely stuff. Now, the art bet, I'm not sure is 100% going to work because of the audio problems. Yeah, it's not even playing. I can't tell you how frustrating it is that happens. I can't tell you. I can't tell you how frustrating that is. It just doesn't make sense. It's on multi-output device. It's on the right thing that it's supposed to be. But it's just not working. No, I know what we can do. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is really good. I know what we can do. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So about 7 or 8 months ago, it feels like, we did... Oh, what is that? What are they? Marshmallows? Are they toasted marshmallows or are they lanterns? Either way, I'm loving them. I'm loving them. That's great, great emo work, Maple Panda. Lovely, lovely stuff. Yeah, 6 or 7 months ago, it feels like, Nana Hobob requested a Haikus Day, which is always available to people. Always available to people. You can request a Haikus Day about whatever you want. And I will get through to it eventually, because I have done this one for this one. So in lieu of an art bet, very disappointing. I appreciate it, but we are at time anyway, and hopefully this will be enough just to give you a little taste. This is a world premiere. No, no. No. Oh, you try and do something and you think it's going to work, and then it just doesn't. It just doesn't, and that's fine in a way, but also it's terrifically disappointing. So we're going to do that. We're going to transform. We're going to fit to screen. We're going to fit to screen. And then it's going to be fine. And then it's going to be fine. Still entertaining. Thank you. Thank you. Let's check on that storm. Yeah, not doing too much. Not doing too much. Let's go for the Haikus Day. I think this should work. Haikus Day. What is going on? Just a black screen for me. Just a black screen for me as well. What is going on? I need to do it. I need to do it. Exciting music though. Was it the Haikus Day music? Was it the Haikus Day music? Yes. Okay. Okay. Gosh. This is just... It's a shame, is what it is. It's a shame. Let's try it again. Nope. Not trying. Perhaps it's because Nana is not watching. It could be. It could be. It could very well be. White screen. Remember the Purcell advert. PMA. Thank you, Supernash18. That's lovely. That's lovely. Right, can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get it? Is there a way of making this work? Is there a way of making this work? Maybe we just add it to this screen. Maybe we just add it to this screen. Maybe that's what's going to happen here. We're just going to add it to this screen. Is it on? No, we're going to add a new source, media source. And it's going to be Haikus Day, Nana Hobob. Right, we're just going to add this one so it doesn't... Screen. Netflix has it all. But sometimes that's too much. I miss Blockbuster.
Notme made this super.
There it is. That's best I can do. My God. My God. So. Ah, lordy, lordy, lord. Family simile. Family simile. This is going to bring us back. This is going to bring us back. We had Uncle Town wants a haikus day. Do one about peanut butter. Can do. Can do. Thank you. Thank you, Uncle Town. Thank you. It will happen. It will work. Definitely not due to so good. I miss Blockbuster 2. Absolutely. It just give me 30 options. That's all I want. Just give me 30 options. You can watch this, or this. No more. Okay, thanks. Got some great options. And obviously, I haven't had the art bet, so I haven't had time to really go through these. Cameraman George has sent them through there, and I appreciate that. Cameraman George, as expensive as having caviar and cocktails on a private yacht. Very expensive. Very expensive. I mean, anything on a private yacht. You could have very cheap food on a private yacht. Still going to be very expensive. So adding caviar and cocktails, only exacerbating things. As expensive as a gender reveal party that causes a statewide wildfire, you girl Sarah Kilch. Absolutely. Although the sad thing, I mean, expensive in an ethical sense, perhaps, in an environmental sense. The sad thing is that I don't think they had any monetary out-of-pocket expenses for causing that kind of disaster. That's what makes these things difficult. That's what makes these things difficult. Because you think, well, is that justice? Is that justice? But very expensive from an environmental point of view, absolutely. Those trees cost a lot. If you've ever been to a garden centre, you know exactly how expensive trees are. And seeing all those trees destroyed, you just think, oh, expensive. What else have we got? What else have we got? Definitely not Tudor. As expensive as adding guacamole to your order as a college student. Interesting little caveat at the end there, because it's expensive for everybody. It's expensive for everybody. Oh, an extra $2 for an avocado. Just for an avocado? Are you giving me a whole avocado there? Is it a whole large Hass avocado, or are you giving me part of an avocado? It's expensive for us all, but especially for the college students. Don't have a lot of money. But the money they do have isn't technically their own, so they're rich in other ways. Rich in other ways. I mean, we're all rich, aren't we? Gosh. Super Nash 18 is expensive as your ego writing checks your body can't cash. Wow. Wow. Almost sounds like a challenge to fight there from Super Nash 18. Ego writing checks your body can't cash. Are you a brawler? Super Nash 18? Are you a brawler? Do you love to throw fisticuffs? To throw hands? Do people get these hands when they talk to you? That's I'm bristling at that one. I do like it, though. I like it a lot. Monkey Pigsy Funk is expensive as Richard Branson's date offer to fly you to the moon. Fly you to the moon. Wonderful stuff. Very expensive. I mean, expensive for Branson. Is it as expensive for you? Or is it, in this modern world where, ladies are earning their money as well? It's not the 50s anymore where the fella has taken his dame out to the pictures and a meal, and he's paying for all of it. He's copping the bill for that. Is this a situation where Richard Branson flies you to the moon on a date, and then at the end of it he says, well, in the interest of equality, are we going to split this down the middle, and it's like $750 million for you, $750 million for me? I mean, if so, I'd struggle with that. I mean, I'm having to get a job, and I've only got $23,000 worth of debt. So for $750 million with a that's a lot of money. That's a good one, Monkey Pixie Funk. Oh, speaking of which, what a segue. As expensive as healthcare in the US, says TB Douglas. Couldn't agree more, TB. Very expensive. Too expensive? Yeah, too expensive. Killer Kilch is expensive as not getting vaccinated and getting COVID. Yes, because funerals are pretty expensive, aren't they? They're pretty expensive funerals. Pretty expensive, which means now I've got to type it out in the dark because I didn't take the time to. No, shut up, Siri. It's Maple Panda. Here we go. And this is maybe two in a few weeks, right, Maple Panda? Kind of smashing it. Oh, I did pluses instead of. No, that's fine. You can deal with that. Opting. Let's see how that's working. Is that going to work? Oh, no. That's not. That wasn't terrible, actually. That wasn't terrible. As expensive as opting for the cinema, popcorn, and refreshments rather than hiding cheap stuff in your bag like everyone else. Cinema, popcorn, and refreshments. Very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. And so why not? Why not pop the cheap stuff in your bag? Absolutely. Great stuff. It's in that wonderful communal sense, because we all do this, don't we? We all do this. Everybody just, I've got a milkshake in this pocket. I've got a little cup of chili in here. I'm good. I'm good. Take me in to see the Suicide Squad. Wonderful stuff. So well done. It's Maple Panda. Wow. Wow. Oh, we've got home art. Fill out my questionnaire. The questionnaires there. Questionnaire is always there. I'm gonna pop it in the chat. If you haven't filled out the questionnaire, please fill out the questionnaire. It makes a big difference to me. It allows me to make the show the best that it can be. Nachos. Complete a snap quiz. Face. Yeah. So it's face, but this is playing on human beings' instinct to see faces everywhere. There's probably some kind of fancy term for it, which I'll look up for next week. But this, you have to take a picture inspired by the word face, but there cannot be an actual face in it. A human face, an animal face, can't be a face in it. It needs to be a face crafted either by you or by the world out of something else. Okay? See a face, take a picture of it, email it to iamnotme, iamart@gmail.com. And then number 3, take part, Ben. If you are good at something, or have an interest in something, send me a video, please. I would want you to send me a video, and I'll be doing a video to explain the video. Send me a video of you saying, hey, Notme, I know a lot about trains, or I am very good at cooking, or I compete for my school in korfball, whatever it might be. Hey, Notme, I blah, 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 brag a little bit, and I want an art challenge. And I will give you an art challenge, and then you can be part of an art bet. And as long as the technology allows, we can do an art bet that is focused all around you. It's an idea that I've had that's been brewing for a while. I'm excited about it, and I want you guys to get involved. So take part, bet. Get thinking about stuff that you're good at and that you'd be happy performing. And that's the thing. Art challenge, there's no wrong art challenge. There's no failing an art challenge. You do as well as you do. Back to main. There's a final look at the storm. This person casually strolling across the street. I was hoping we were going to get some. I was hoping, Twister-wise, we were going to see a cow flying down the street or something. This has been a big disappointment. But you live with the disappointments, don't you? We live with the disappointments. It was another sensational episode over, even with the technical snafus. That again, I can't stress this enough, absolutely not my fault. I thank you to all of you for watching, for engaging, for making it, I think, the best episode that I have ever created. Best Acolyte Poetry Corner, hands down. Thank you again to Em Acton. Well done to Maple Panda for winning the family simile. Yeah, wonderful stuff. And well done to definitely not Duda for winning the Crazy Horse, being the Crazy Horse for this week's Rushmore. Well done you. Well done you. I am Notme. I am Art. No, wishing you a very happy, a very chilled, let's keep it chilled, guys. As chilled as this tropical storm, a very chilled and a very creative week ahead. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. George, I'm going to need you to burn this computer. Burn it, we're buying another one. Let's go to the Apple Store.
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. It'll happen, gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this.